I'd like to welcome everybody to Central Session action here in the NPA. My name is Ryan Greco, taking care of your play-by-play, joined by Nick Zeppi on the color. Nick, we've got ourselves quite the game here. It's going off. You know, it's been a grind throughout the entire day and through the past couple of days for these teams. Nick, tell us a little bit about these two teams matching up.
Both teams are winless so far in the NPA, so we can confidently say someone is going to get the monkey off their back. Northstar coming out of Winnipeg just checked in. Actually, I talked to Coach Darren Leonard. They just checked in at about 5 a.m. this morning. So the guys have been ready to go. They've been awake, stretching out, getting ready for a matchup with B.E.A.S.T Prep, who has already played 2 games, gone 0-2. But what I liked from their last matchup is they showed a ton of fight. They're ready. They're a lot more confident than we've seen them in other sessions. And I expect them to give Northstar all they can handle. And it's going to be a great one.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to get our first look at them running the defense at this time as Northstar on the attack. Working into the paint, out to the perimeter again. Thinking about the shot. Moves it out. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Pull-up jumper. Great defense there. And it's going to be offensive board there. Finds it outside. Shot's no good. And B.E.A.S.T Prep's going to come down with it. That's number 6, Tim Cabre, that's going to come down with it and bringing it up the floor. Gets it off. Now with the ball is Omichi Williams. He tries to get it inside. It goes off a leg. It's going to remain in B.E.A.S.T Prep possession.
Foul's going to be called there on number 0 for Northstar.
And that's Akin Belumo, excuse me, that gets called with that one. A lot of fantastic names on the Northstar roster.
Definitely a couple tongue twisters. Nothing we haven't seen before.
Nope, of course not. There's a shot goes up as the shot clock expires. And guess who comes down with it? Akin Belumo. The big guy tries to come down with it and now tries to find it down the floor. A little bit of sloppy play, though, as B.E.A.S.T Prep is going to come back with it. They're now on the fast break. Defense comes back. Shot goes up. Air ball. As you can see, both teams kind of getting a little acclimated here to the gym and to the nets.
Definitely look for Northstar here to go to one of their main offensive weapons, Malachi Alexander, as that's a nice cut. Good basket there and right into the full court press.
There you can see the pressure's on. They want to get this B.E.A.S.T Prep team off going, and you can see there it is. Pays off, but loses it, but gets it over just in time. Foul. And yeah, you can see both teams really trying to get a feel for each other right now. The athleticism is there. It's more just, you know, the specifics.
They're a little bit excited, let's say, to be here. As you take a look at Emmanuel Ugba at the free throw line, one of the top players on this Northstar Prep team, has come off a pretty bad tailbone injury. So he's only been in action for, I'd say, about a couple of weeks here, just trying to find his form. He's already got 2 points. Let's see if he can split a pair at the free throw line. Class
of 2021, 6'3", 180 out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, as is most of this Northstar roster, as Winnipeg has become, as time has went on, a very serious hotbed for Canadian basketball talent. You can see the athleticism on the floor with these guys. And that's really the big thing that, you know, the athleticism is something that's kind of more synonymous with Toronto. But as time has went on here in the last couple of years, you're seeing a lot of teams out of Alberta and Manitoba that are really matching that athleticism, and Northstar is one of those teams.
Yep, definitely with immigration as well. Tons of Western Canadian provinces have been able to have a lot of really good basketball players come through their system, as we see Northstar on the run there.
No miss there, but here we go. We got ourselves a track meet here. Bringing it up is Kenyi. Kenyi tries to go up, can't finish, but a nice tip in there. Number 5, Mayan is able to get it down, and there's another steal, and B.E.A.S.T Prep finding it again. A great defense going straight up there for the block is Ugba. Now to the corner. Shot goes up, rims out, and of course, Akin Belumo now pulls down his 3rd rebound of the game.
Belumo has been very, very active as he comes up the court. Malachi Alexander is going to go inside, go to the free throw line. But I like what I've seen from Belumo as he got a point and has about 3 rebounds here.
Yeah, Belumo, great job of creating that presence. He knows how big and strong he is. You can see he uses his weight to his advantage when working under the post. And Malachi Alexander doing a great job of running the floor. He knows he's one of the more athletic players. And we're going to take a quick timeout here. And we'll be right back with NPA action here in the Central Session.
We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running.
Okay.
Do you want basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak.
Let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square. Get your feet square.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go!
And that timeout there was brought to you by Indochino, the official outfitter of the National Preparatory Association. We have Malachi Alexander at the free throw line. Good for the first one. That's his first points of the game, I believe. And it gives Northstar a 4-2 lead at this time. No good on the second. And it's going to be out of bounds. And it's going to be B.E.A.S.T Prep bringing it up, Nick.
Malachi Alexander is good for 17 points a game right now. He's shooting it at 30%. I expect that to go up.
And we also, we have a possession. This is, in fact, Northstar, not B.E.A.S.T Prep. So here comes the inbound. Kicks it out to the corner. It gets tipped off. Still going to be Northstar ball there. It looks like, you know, if there's one thing that we're noticing so far, Nick, B.E.A.S.T Prep doing a great job of making sure that they're getting their hands out. They're tipping off a lot of passes here. You can see the aggressive energy on this defensive side.
Definitely. They're forcing them baseline and then looking for that diagonal pass or that lateral pass right across the key to the corner. It's something that B.E.A.S.T Prep has zoned in on as Northstar converts on the two-point bucket.
Great find under the basket there. Give Belumo now an assist on his day as well. Great find under the basket.
He's been very, very active as Ugba finished with the right hand. Mayan almost came down with the hammer.
And now coming to here's Kenny. He's going to go up. Or excuse me, no, not Kenny. That was McCallum, Tevin McCallum. That was on the fast break. Ball gets knocked loose. It's going to be Belumo on the inbound. Finds McCallum again. There's McCallum inside to Belumo. Puts the ball on the floor. Great defense by B.E.A.S.T Prep, though, giving him nowhere to go. Transition, but nothing happening on the transition.
Nah, that's a bad lead pass. You got Mayan running on your left-hand side. You got to set the table for him to come right down the lane and throw it down. Sloppy play early by B.E.A.S.T Prep.
Here's the inbound. Once again, Northstar getting an opportunity to extend this lead as Alexander brings it up. He's getting it over to Ugba, who gets it over to McCallum. Back to Alexander. Alexander now looking for an option. You can see a high box and one defense is set up here. Belumo goes up and in. Great rejection there by Mayan. Here's the fast break. Finds the open man, goes up, and it's Alexander that's going to get called with the foul.
Alexander, good contest there at the rim, but you got to love Mayan's court sense. Didn't over dribble. Once he got to about the three-point line, he saw that the defender attacked him. He got rid of it. Good fundamental play.
And as a result, they get a trip to the line, and it's good. Here at the line is Omichi Williams, class of 2020, 200 pounds, 6'4", out of Hamilton, Ontario.
Omichi is a load, to say the least. He's definitely a strong player, good jump shot, and he comes from a nice, strong Hamilton basketball background.
Here's the inside. Shot goes up. Tries to get the kiss off the glass. This is number 11, Quentin Cochran. No good. And now on the other end, B.E.A.S.T Prep. Another defensive stop for this team. But just trying to learn to take care of the basketball. They do it there, though, and a nice finish there by Williams. Guess who?
Omichi, he's very good inside. He also has a nice three-point stroke. This Beast Prep 1-2-2 looks like they're going to be applying this and then trapping as they get into the front court.
Oh, there it is. And you can see Williams, he's, you know, if we have a second here to talk about it, Williams, if you look at his body type, you can imagine the coaches in the stands here are impressed with his build, especially at the age that he's at 2020. He still has another year of prep to go. And, you know, just big, broad shoulders. You know, he's really filled into his body. It's literally, you know, standing at 6'4", just the ideal shooting guard that you would find at the next level.
He's strong, lean, active. I really like his game.
And here's Tim Cabre on the line now. Class of 2021, 165, another 6'4" from St. John, New Brunswick.
Yep, we saw him on the MPH showcase. Had dreadlocks back in the day. He got rid of those. He's got a ton of game, good offensive.
More aerodynamic.
Yeah, get up a bit more now. Omichi Williams goes and one.
Showing off the size there. Omichi Williams gives Beast Prep the and one and their first lead of the game, Nick.
Yep, Beast Prep has done a good job here, kind of rallying over turnovers, and they've gone to the 2-2-1. Northstar's got to figure it out or they're going to dig themselves into a hole very early here.
These are two teams really fighting for respect on the Canadian prep circuit. Both teams looking to try and make a re-entry into the Canadian Hoops power rankings. But as the finish of the basket there, another defensive, it almost looks, you're seeing a lot of rugby scrums, if you will, here in the paint between these two teams. You can tell they definitely both want it.
Interesting setup here for Northstar. Lots of players in their backcourt, yet to really get it in there, and this is their first time.
Tries to find it, and that's a turnover. Bringing it up now up the court. Doing a great job holding on. This is bringing up number 9, Quavon McFarland. McFarland now trying to do it himself, and he's going to get called with the foul. And Robitaille, he wants the call.
You gotta like Julian Woodstock's energy there. He was all over him after the turnover. He's in for a quick, excuse me, he's in for a quick second there. Northstar has to be able to get some layups off of this press, break this momentum that Beast has built for themselves.
For sure. Also into the game now for Northstar, number 8, Jackson McKay, and number 3, Amadis Nadars McKay. And there's going to be an out of bounds here. And it's Beast Prep. You can hear the noise through our headsets, just the energy that Beast Prep is bringing to this game. It's something to be impressed.
Definitely, and Northstar, they've got to stop coughing the ball over as they call a timeout.
And there's going to be a timeout here for Beast Prep. We'll be right back here in the central session. It is Beast Prep with the lead 10-7 here in the first over Northstar Prep. We'll be right back.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in, no good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly.
Exposure starts here.
Yet again.
Is it something that I've done again? Say what?
Here's Campbell, look out.
And that timeout was brought to you by Indochino, custom-made suits made to measure. As we get back to action here at the central session of the NPA, we've got Beast Prep taking on Northstar Prep out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. And Nick, a real back-and-forth battle so far with 4:03 to go in this first quarter. Some quick thoughts on what you've seen so far.
Manuel Ugba has been pretty good for Northstar. He gets the turnover there. However, overall, Beast Prep has been able to use their gritty, full-court press that Northstar is now implicating on them. So it's going to be a very, very interesting high-action affair. Hopefully, both teams can cut the turnovers and get a cleaner game on each side.
And you can imagine that that's exactly what's going to happen as time goes on, as another nice shot there by Omichi Williams. He's having himself a first quarter here, Nick.
Definitely one of the best first quarters I've seen him have. He's confident, taking good shots, and referee goes down. Good thing our sign was there to cushion his blow.
Impressive. Here we go. Williams once again finding the open man. Is he going to take it to the basket? Up and in. Nice finish there. Give that one to number 9, Quavon McFarland.
Quavon, he's been doing some good things here for B.E.A.S.T Prep.
Quavo getting it done.
I like it.
Up and in. No good. But a nice finish. Staying with the basketball. Tevin McCallum on making it good there. Class of 2019, letting his presence known in the paint. As here we go. A great second effort there on the defensive end, Nick.
Tevin McCallum, Alberta native, coming out of Edmonton. He was a kid we saw at the showcase. He's got some really good instincts, can finish inside, proving on his jumper, but overall a very good athlete. And if he catches you on the fast break, watch out.
And we've got some substitutions here for B.E.A.S.T Prep. In is number 7, Prince Haiga, the 2020 guard out of Ottawa, right here, hometown kid, getting his first couple of minutes in the game here. And
referees figuring out who had the possession arrow here for the jump ball.
Yeah, got 14 seconds on the shot clock as is FIBA rules after possession. 14-9, 3:03 to go here in the first as the referees figure out who it belongs to, and it's going to be Northstar ball, and McCallum is going to be on the inbound.
McCallum averaging 14 points a game, 33% from the field.
They give him the space, lets it fly. No good, but the rebound comes down for Northstar. Nobody boxing out on B.E.A.S.T. And another miss, but an attempted putback, but this time B.E.A.S.T comes down with it. But the pressure's on, double and triple team at a time. Tries to get it inside, finds the open man, and here comes B.E.A.S.T Prep on the fast, up and in, nice up and under, gets his own rebound, but no good, and coming down with it is number 3, Amadis Nadars McKay. Shot goes up, a nice kiss off the glass, number 7, Emmanuel Ugba.
Ugba is very strong in transition. Look for him to finish around the basket with good consistency.
And a couple of turnovers again. Both teams really need to limit these. And a nice and one finish. And when you have chaos, you're going to have people that are going to be benefactors of that. And this time it was number 6, Tim Cabre.
Cabre's been very aggressive here early on. Nice move inside. He's got 4 quick ones.
The kid out of New Brunswick, a couple of points to his name to start off this game. See if he can add one more from the from the free throw line. Now we got, makes good on it. Northstar bringing it up now. Both teams with the press. Oh, nice find inside there, and an up and under finish, textbook by Jackson McKay. Here's B.E.A.S.T. The press is returned in kind by Northstar. And there's going to be a trip and out of bounds, and it's going to be Northstar ball.
Seen it all day long. Referees are letting players play through the physicality, and it's been very beneficial to the flow of the game.
It has, for sure. As you can see, both teams opting to press full court in this first quarter. It's almost equivalent to 2 heavyweight boxers just throwing haymakers at each other the first couple of rounds to see if someone can get a lucky strike and go on a bit of a run here, as both teams have shown that they're willing to give up the and ones if you're not careful.
One thing I've noticed here overall is that the 2-3 zone has been a killer for all teams, and it's very fundamental plays that aren't being made as Omichi Williams puts up the 3. You gotta hit the high post. Going 1 against 3, 1 against 2 is not going to help.
Exactly. Here comes Northstar now. This is McKay. Over, shot no good. That was McKay, Jackson McKay, that is, on the missed three-pointer, out of bounds. Beast Prep bringing it up, and once again, another full court press. Bringing it up. That's Williams. Oh, nice find inside there. Gets an open look. You kind of hope to see one more pass. Not a bad shot off the dribble, but when you have a wide open look like that in the corner, Nick, I mean, that's something that, kind of once, as you said, textbook plays.
You get a good shot, but in this game, you got to give up good shots for better shots. So that's definitely one of the things there that an extra pass would have been benefit of.
For sure. Now bringing it up. And a nice find inside, and back in the floor is Belumo. Shot goes up, no good. But Belumo trying to come down with it, ends up in the hands of McCallum, who goes up and just too strong on the layup, and Beast Prep comes down with it. That's Williams, finds the open man. Do we have showtime? Yes, we do. Throwdown. Give that one to number 9, Quavon McFarland. Here comes Northstar. McCallum off the dribble. The pressure's there, but finds the open man. Nice pass on the inside. McKay one more time, up and under. That's 2 in a row for him from making the smart cut, Nick.
That's great. Baseline cut there, and on the other end, there was no. You gotta make sure that the floor is balanced. As a three-point shot is hit there by Beast Prep, you got to make sure that the floor is balanced on offense so that you don't have this runaways.
Yeah, and there's a kick ball called, though, but that last three-pointer good by B.E.A.S.T, who also, as a matter of fact, a few plays earlier, did a great job of extending the play for Beast Prep with a couple of offensive boards. He's been a bit of a factor so far in this one. Class of 2020, 6'3", out of Windsor, Ontario.
Yep, he was at the Windsor Showcase, one of the top shooters in the camp. If he lights it up, don't be surprised.
He definitely looks like he plays with a bit of a chip on his shoulder. You got to love that. Nice shot goes up as the final seconds. Up and in. No, not going to count. And at the end of one, we have Beast Prep with an impressive 22-15 lead that they worked with. And they earned that one for sure. As we go into a quick break here, we will be right back with second quarter action in the NPA Central session. It is Beast Prep 22, Northstar 15.
I'm Denzel Cummins. I'm mic'd up for Northwood Hoops. I'm mic'd up, so. Nice guy, I'm mic'd up.
Start in Virginia with pin downs. Let's start it on Jakucha's side, and let's get the ball swung. We're not gonna. Let's not be predictable.
One game. We got one game. Let's go.
All low.
Straight up. Value up the over. Got 6. 1, 2, 3. Charge, yeah. Good job, boy. Give me that man. Boy.
Shocking. If they missed him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you're playing man.
Oh, my fault.
Next time you see Josh, you tell him one more.
Okay. Listen, when you're running fast, keep on coming, because that's what I was looking for.
We're running that again. You were wide open.
So, hey, 13's going core. Power.
Now we've gone small.
Yeah.
We've gone small. So now we're looking to pump fake and see if we can drive it if we don't get open shots. So we're in power right now.
Hey, in power. Charge! Oh! Good, hey, it's a good. You good. Good job. I want you up.
Where's the 22?
Yeah, that's what I call.
Yeah, but you got to tell Bonehead to find his best shooter. In the corner, he was wide open.
I'd like to welcome everybody back here on NPH as we've got the NPA Central Sessions live in full effect here in Ottawa, Ontario at Notre Dame High School. We've got quite the game ahead of us right now after a torrent back and forth battle on the full court presses between Northstar Prep out of Winnipeg and Beast Prep here out of Ontario. And this is Ryan Greco on your play-by-play with Nick Zeffie on color. And Nick, as we were just talking at the end of that quarter about Jabril Batterdine out of Windsor, he's making a name for himself in this one with another 3.
5'19" sniper coming from Windsor.
Here's a look on the corner. Here's McKay, who's done a great job running up and down that baseline so far. Finds the open man out there. Missed shot, but once again, another offensive board by Belumo. And he's going to go up strong and misses. And once again, it's guess who? McKay on the board, or excuse me, on the baseline, but he's going to miss that, and it's now Beast Prep.
you know what, Belumo, he's got some really good balance. He almost fell there, got kind of in a three-point stance. Didn't know if he was going to go tackle someone, but kept it from being a travel. Got a nice feathery touch up there. It didn't go through. Right now, Northstar stuck 10.
Here's Northstar again on the inbound. Gets it inside. Now bringing it with the ball is Cochran. Sees the pressure. Gets it back over to McCallum. Back to Cochran. Easy pass, though, picked off. Almost. But some great defense. McKay with it now for Northstar. Kills his dribble, gets it over to the corner. Here's Noah Parr. Parr getting his first touches of the ball. Dribbles into a corner, coughs it up. Here's Beast Prep on the fast break. 2-on-1, nice find on the inside and gets the finish. Number 7, Prince Haiga.
Prince has been pretty active all weekend long. Looked like a kick ball, no call. As Northstar gets the 3 up, they've got to definitely relax. They look like they're just rushing everything. Coach Darren Leonard can't believe what he's seeing.
The Beast Prep now, don't look now, but they've built themselves a little lead here. 12 points with 8:25 to go here in the second. And we're going to have a stoppage in play here. It's going to be Beast Prep, though, inbounding. And I think Northstar has finally eased off on the full court press.
And they've also, Ryan, and they've also reinserted Malachi Alexander. He's very big part of what they do offensively.
There's a movement around the perimeter. McFarland, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Finds the open man. Got to let it fly. And a shot like that, is, as Northstar comes down, you kind of almost would prefer the set shot as opposed to a running floater from just inside the three-point line. Here comes a shot, goes up, foul, just can't convert, but going to the line is number 7, Emmanuel Ugba.
If you're Northstar, you're getting looks right at the rim. It's just time to finish them, right? Emmanuel Ugba, literally right there. Need to put that one in, go to the free throw line with an and one.
Or if you're open for the 3, you got 3 seconds on the shot clock. I mean, trust your shot. You're more likely to get that open 3 in a set stance than trying to do a runner with contact.
Got to be on balance.
Yeah, exactly. Balance is key. It's not talked enough in the game of basketball.
Ugba really struggling from the line, yet to hit one on 5 attempts.
And here comes Beast Prep. A miss there. Nice find there, though. Parr up, in with both hands, can't finish. Beast Prep coming down with it one more time. Beast Prep trying to go up, but Belumo's there. And we got some substitutions onto the floor for Beast Prep. We have number 8, Omichi Williams, and number 5, Mayan.
Michi Williams had a really good first quarter, hit a 3, made some nice baskets inside. Also was key in that press with his size, length, strength. Good IQ too on when to jump the passing lane and when not to as he attacks.
Up and in, can't get the spin. And it's going to be Northstar coming down with just a little too strong at the finish there. Belumo now finds the open man. You kind of almost wish you'd see one more pass, but they're gonna set it up. Northstar wants to set it up. Oh, nice find inside there. One more look, shot, nope. Up strong, Alexander. Can't finish under the rim, and it's Beast Prep coming down with it. That's Williams on the rebound.
It's been about 3 straight layups missed here by Northstar. If they're not gonna convert, this is gonna be a long night at the office for the boys out of Winnipeg.
27-15, 6:50 to go. Williams with the ball here for Beast Prep, surveying his options. This works around near giveaway, but finds it. Good pass there, jump shot. It looks like it was tipped a little bit by the defense. And one more time, Northstar is off and running. This is Ugba. Gets it over to the corner. Here's Alexander. Alexander is going to attack. Guys cutting on the inside. One more turnover. And the fast break up and can't throw it down.
It's twice
There's
now.
Alexander up. And no basket. He's going to call it on the floor.
That's twice now that we've seen two Beast Prep players go up for big-time dunks and miss both. One was a block. Obviously, Tevin McCallum met him at the apex. There, Mayan gets rim stuffed.
And with that, we're going to take a quick break here in the central session.
Game. This is not a game. Don't waste your time. This is not for everybody, so you got to make a decision by the end of today if this is really what you want. Okay, I'm a 5'8" Arab kid, comes from a low-income family. My family was on welfare when we came up. Nobody expected us to be have North Pole hoops in the position that we're in. But everyone that said no saw how hard we grinded and just beat down walls. So now if you're not going to waste your time, your parents' time, your coaches, don't waste mine either. Because I fought for everything that I've got. And if you want it bad enough, I'm telling you, fight for it. Are we all on the same page?
Look around the room, someone you don't know is watching you, and someone's gonna talk about you after this, and you know, you want them to be able to say the right thing, and you know, that'll help send you in the right direction.
I'd like to welcome everybody back here. MPA Central Session in full effect, brought to you by Indochino. We have Northstar Prep taking on Beast Prep here in Ottawa. Beast Prep, an impressive 27-15 lead so far, as Northstar trying to get back into it. Rims out, and another successful defensive stop on the fast break, and another miss. But a nice find on the inside, and recovers. Great job there by Quavon McFarland to recover and finding the man inside. But here's Malachi Alexander on the other end, up and nice finish. And we're getting a little bit more offensive scoring here from both teams. Now here comes Beast Prep. Cabre. He's got to watch the push-off hand there. Gets it over to Haiga. And there's going to be a foul there on number 3, Amadis Nadars McKay.
I like the effort there from Northstar. They're swarming to the ball, except that McKay there left his feet. Other than that, it was pretty good defense.
For sure. And Beast Prep now going to get another shot at it. They're up 29-17 here. Here's Williams. Williams looking around. Works off the screen. Tries to go through the defender. Loses a hand on it. And it looks like he got Malachi Alexander going straight into Williams. And definitely a Charlie horse, but he's going to be okay. He gets up immediately.
Yeah, he's looking for a sub. I think he's just got to get it rubbed out.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I don't think it was. Oh, no, he may not even come off.
Tough cookie.
Yep. You just hate those ones when, you know, you just see the hardest part of the leg just goes crashing into the nice, meaty, soft part. That's never fun if you're on the receiving end of those Charlie horses. Here's Alexander, fresh off the Charlie horse. He's going to try and work now. Look to the middle, or excuse me, to the corner. Shot goes up and good. Got to ignore, got to work through the buzzer. Timer nowhere to be found. Here's Williams. And shot goes up, no good. Referee calls the play. There was a clock issue there, Nick. So we're going to have Beast Prep hold on to possession here.
Yeah, we heard the inadvertent buzzer. Looks like they're having a bit of an issue there with the clock. So while they're figuring that out, Northstar has been a little bit better here, finishing at the rim. It seems like they're kind of getting into the groove of things. I know this is their first big-time Central session. All of the MPA teams are here in what is the biggest prep meeting, what is the biggest meeting of prep teams ever in Canadian history.
That's an amazing stat when you think about all the programs that have descended on a certain place at any given time throughout the entire history of Canadian basketball, especially in the last, I'd say, 10 years or so, when the prep scene was kind of birthed up here in the north.
Now, if you're Northstar, you can't get into getting trapped in the corners.
Oh, nice
you have to be
there.
able to get the ball up the middle of the court and find options. As Ugba is going to go back to the line, he's yet to hit one.
There's Ugba, though. He did a nice, impressive, you can see on nice, impressive crossover to lose the defender, but just gets met at the rim. And that's one thing, you know, this is my first time seeing B.E.A.S.T Prep play live, and I'm very impressed by their length and athleticism. It's really just coming down to a matter of, you know, getting away from the track meet and starting to play some basketball, and they could really blow this game open for themselves.
Definitely.
Ugba's good.
I enjoyed also watching Ugba go up with his left hand. Although he missed, that was the right move there.
Extremely well said, yes.
We've seen a ton of players just revert back to their dominant hand.
Here's a drive to the basket. Oh, big block there by the big man, Segun Akinbolomo. And Bolomo letting his presence known.
Stayed straight up on that, got a good block.
When you're 260 and you can get that kind of height, my goodness, what an athlete. Nice find on the inside, up and in. Oh, you got to love that. That's just pretty. Great job by Nodars McKay to finish under the basket over the taller defender.
Northstar finally starting to calm down, look at the press, understand that the baseline cut is something that will ultimately lead to free layups.
Here's an open look, no good. Rebound comes down, Alexander. Defense on him, though, right away. Here comes Alexander. He's going to run the floor, try and go up and in. Goes walking through the trees and comes back with some firewood, Nick.
He's a bulldozer, comes right through the lane, throwing those elbows, shoulders around, moving people out of his way.
Here's B.E.A.S.T Prep now. Can they respond? Tries to get the find on the inside. Some great defense. White shirts all over that side pass on the baseline, but it's still going to remain B.E.A.S.T Prep ball.
I like Quavon McFarland's pass attempt there. I mean, he was being unselfish, brought 3 defenders to him. Just got to read it a little faster.
For sure. Got to work on the inside now. Williams tries to go up. Lots of contact, but no whistle. As a result, it's going to be Northstar ball. Williams wants the call. Referee says no, play on. Some good physical play and defense under the basket for Northstar.
Refs have been consistent with that all weekend long.
And that's all you can ask for, consistency. Basketball is a game where there are a lot of rules left to interpretation, but if you got consistency, you know how to play then. Here's Alexander. Finds the open man. One more open pass, up and in. Gets the nice kiss off the glass. Give that one to number 11, Quentin Cochran.
Good job there by Quentin. Nice finish inside.
Oh, here's B.E.A.S.T Prep now showing off the passing skill. Tries to go up. I'd like to see maybe one more pass, but ain't nothing happening. Finds Alexander, and he goes strong to the basket. And Nick, you were talking about how strong he is at finishing, that time with both hands over the taller defender. Very impressive finish.
And he's done that twice now with both hands. He uses those 2 hands for safety.
Now here comes B.E.A.S.T Prep working the ball around the perimeter. Gets an open look, shot goes up. No good. You can see maybe a little bit of hand, but goes under. And there's Bolomo again with the block, but here's Williams. Finds the open man. Little floater. Count it. And you can see both teams really starting to find their offensive footing as Mayan gets the finish.
I liked the finish by Mayan. The one thing I didn't like is he gets the steal, almost travels, is on his 3-point attempt, the dribble wasn't needed.
No, you're absolutely correct on that. And Mayan as well, you can see, you know, a bit of a low pass there to Williams where he had to do a control dribble to get it. These are the little things you want to see B.E.A.S.T Prep really working on as the season continues and as the sessions continue here in Ottawa. Just kind of cleaning it up a little bit because athletically they're right there with everybody.
Definitely. And Northstar jumping on their passes. That is finish. One of the top things you do not want to do as a young player. Be in control, come to a 2-foot stop, make the right reads.
Here's Alexander. And he gets it over to Ugba. Alexander now bullies his way through. One more time, up and in, left hand. What a finish there by Malachi Alexander.
High-level player, was a member of the U17 Manitoba team at Nationals. And here he comes again.
You can see he had a feel for it, but just missed it. Great defense, though. Staying with him was the Windsor kid, Batterdine. Here's Batterdine again. Tries to do the, oh, he's going to get the call that time around as he tried to work the Euro step around the much larger Belomo and was able to get just enough contact for the referee to say, yep, you're going to the line.
Belomo was there. However, he didn't stick with his hands up, and he is going to go to the line.
And with that, we are going to take a quick break here in the central session. It is B.E.A.S.T Prep up 38-31 over Northstar. We'll be right back.
Take note.
Wow. AJ Lawson. AJ Lawson erasing it at the rim.
EJ is going to take that, and this is going to be 2. The AJ Lawson way, one-handed slam.
Really seems like he can carve up this court in just 5 steps end to end.
AJ Lawson.
That's a name you're going to hear a lot today. That's a name you're going to hear a lot all season long.
Bangs on him for a poster. Man, he is just taking his game up to another level.
I'd like to welcome everyone back to Central Session action here in the NPA on NPH. At the line here for B.E.A.S.T Prep, who is taking on Northstar Prep at this time. We have Jabrail Batterdine out of Windsor, Ontario, the 6'3" guard. No good on the first free throw. Now he'll try and extend the lead here for B.E.A.S.T, and he will. And he increases that to 8 points, Nick. And yeah, don't look now as there's going to be a substitution as Batterdine comes out. We've got our into the game is number 22, Ket Simon for B.E.A.S.T Prep. There's a fine inside, tough cross-court pass. B.E.A.S.T comes away with it. And as you can see, it looked like Haiga was looking for Williams to continue running on that pass, but Williams froze up. And as a result, Northstar is going to get another shot at this with 38 seconds to go in the half. Here's a fine inside. McCallum gets it over to Alexander. Alexander finds the open man for the 3. Nice extra pass there. Shot goes up. No good. Another miss. And it's going to be B.E.A.S.T Prep bringing it down. And Williams, Omichi Williams bringing it up.
You got to love the extra pass there, though. That was the right basketball play. However, Quinton Cochran just not able to make the basket as we're under 5 seconds here.
Here comes Williams. Finds the open man. Shot goes up. Just rims out at the half, but a great set. Great offensive set by B.E.A.S.T. Actually one of their best ones of this game so far, despite leading by 8, Nick.
Definitely. I think B.E.A.S.T Prep has a lot to work on as they go into the second half. As for Northstar, they just got to start making their layups.
Absolutely. Well said. And with that, we are going to take a quick break here at halftime. We have B.E.A.S.T Prep up 39-31 over Northstar. We're going to be back in just a few minutes. This is the NPA Central Session here on North Pole Hoops.
Canada Top Flight Academy have went back to back. Top Flight Academy have went back to back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your national champion, Canada Top Flight Academy.
Canada Top Flight Academy have went back to back.
It's been such a phenomenal season. The fan base has been tremendous across Canada.
You know, we're telling our guys, listen, man, you got to be ready to play and compete because these guys want it.
I don't want to say bad blood, but competitive spirit is going to be front and center here today.
We work hard, we play for each other, and then when we come here for venues like this, we go to war.
Oh, Elijah Fisher!
Everyone's trying to prove themselves. Everyone's trying to show that they're better than other people.
Go forward. You're going to be a beast at the next level.
Either kill or be killed, you know. On the court, you have to be competitive. You have to have a dog in you, or if not, you're not going to succeed or you're not going to do well in the sport.
Ladies and gentlemen, your national champion.
Hi, I'm Brandon Talbot. I'm mic'd up for Northstar Hoop. Hey, yo, right from the start, the whole time.
Same thing, yo.
Let's go.
Going over, yo.
Go, White Man!
Yeah, yo, let's just play, bro. For real.
Play our game.
Yo, energy, no quiet stuff, bro. Hey, you good? Come here, Pete. Come here, Pete. Give me that. Nope. Talk. Oh, come on, bro. Go to him. He's good. Hey, see you on the kick. You good, though. Keep driving. Keep going in the middle. Hey, let's get it and let's go. Hey, Malik, let's get it and let's go. Come get me. I got help. We good. Come my way, I got you. Let's go, turn up.
You're fine. Don't settle for the three. Don't settle.
Okay, I'm ready whenever, coach. Make them. I'm coming. Move it. Come get me.
Ice it.
What we need to do is take care of our own stuff. Part of it is, yes, we need to get back on defense. Another part is play our game offensively.
Let's go.
All right? 3 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Energy.
Let's go.
Hey, 6 point game. It's late. Let's go. Hey, yo, start making cuts to the basket. I'll find you, bro. Cross screens. Board. Get to Jordan. Yeah. Damn, finally. Just get a paint touch and that shot to open.
To the NPA Central session. We have a game here between B.E.A.S.T Prep leading 39-31 here in the second half over Northstar Prep. My name is Ryan Greco on your play-by-play, joined by Nick Zeffi on color. Nick, some of your thoughts about that first half?
Choppy. Both teams trying to figure each other out. I think we're going to see a little bit more of a clean second half as Ugba takes it to the rim and finishes over Amici Williams. Both teams have to control the pace a little bit better, make their open shots, and I think overall it's going to be who is able to get out of these type of situations, the trapping situations, without turnovers.
And you could see obvious foul there as both white shirts were just all over number 7, Prince Haiga, for B.E.A.S.T Prep. And it's a foul on the floor, though, so it's going to be an inbound. Now doing the inbound is Cabre. So Cabre looking for a man here. There's a cutout. And now with it is Kenyi. And he gets it over. Here's Haiga. Haiga trying to go to the rim, find the open man. Falls into the hands of number 6, Tim Cabre, and he makes good on it.
Jimmy on the spot.
Jimmy or Johnny, Nick?
See, me and Jay Tom also had this conversation.
Oh boy.
I'm saying Jimmy, okay? It's Johnny in hockey, it's Jimmy in basketball.
Are those the rules we're doing now?
That's the rules, and Ugba right there, Jimmy on the spot.
All right. Well, with a good finish there at the other end, Northstar still only down by 6. Just a 2-possession game between these two. There's a nice find off of the pressure, and you can see now Northstar really opting, instead of a full court pressure, opting to really meet their opponents at the half court, Nick, and it's working to a varied effect, I guess you could say at this point.
They're definitely going to try to get a feel for them in that front court. I think they're going to go to a trapping defense. I think both teams, when they're sped up, they have yet to prove that they make the right decisions consistently. So both teams are going to pressure. It'll be a very, very pressure-filled game.
And that's the number one thing I think both of these teams have to remember is just making the right decisions with the basketball. We're seeing a lot of rushed decisions based off of guys dribbling into pressure. There's a move right there, just not taking care of the basketball. As both teams just look like they could use a little bit more practice on accurately getting the ball to their teammates. As the ball's getting worked around here for B.E.A.S.T Prep, and here comes the pressure. Nice find there. Goes up and in, and a miss. And even if we were seeing it right there, you could see Amici Williams was cutting to the basket from the baseline. Would have been an easy 2. Northstar didn't react in time, but as a result, Haiga had an open look at the rim, or at least he thought so, and decided to take it up himself. And it results, though, that they still get the possession back. And now bringing it here is Kenyi. Kenyi has the ball, working off a screen, but here comes the second defender. Works it inside. Williams, he's going to go up with 2 seconds remaining. Air ball comes down. Northstar Prep with the basketball. Excuse me. Here's Alexander. Alexander now. Oh, nice way splitting the defense. Going to go up, and they're going to call the charge on Alexander. And it's going to be B.E.A.S.T Prep ball, Nick.
It's going to be Alexander's 3rd there. He's had some nice Euro steps. I would have liked to see him go to the Euro there as the B.E.A.S.T defender had established position inside.
Coming into the game now is Jackson McKay for Northstar Prep. Excuse me. McKay, 6'4" out of Winnipeg, hometown boy for this Northstar program. And now bringing it up on the rebound is Ugba. Now Ugba going to try and dribble through a few guys. Gets it into the corner, back out to Ugba. Gets it over in the corner to Cochran. Here's Cochran, thinks about it, rejects the screen. Ugba one more time with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kills the dribble, gets it to the corner. Here's Alexander, 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Finds the open man, shot goes up, hand in his face, no good. B.E.A.S.T Prep bringing it down. They're off and running. Williams on the fast break. Nice find inside. There's going to be a foul on McKay, and as a result, Prince Haiga going to the line for B.E.A.S.T Prep.
Amici Williams, good find there. Overall, B.E.A.S.T Prep has been able to run at their pace, and they've made some better decisions in this second half.
I think that's safe to say at this point. 41-35, 6:59 to go. The free throw is no good. Here's the second one for Haiga. Puts it up. And that's going to be a air ball.
Who opened the door?
Yeah, someone.
Did you feel that breeze in here?
I might have, for sure.
A little bit of a draft.
Here's McKay. And he's working it in now to Agba. Agba. Alexander. Alexander going to go up and force it to himself. And McKay and Ugba trying to go for it. It's going to be a miss, and B.E.A.S.T Prep is going to come up with it.
Northstar having trouble with his zone defense. I'd like to see someone in the high post area kind of relieve pressure from their guards.
Here's Williams. Gets it over. Nice finish at the rim there. Prince Haiga counted for 2.
Haiga's been very active, like what he's doing, getting to the rim, getting to the free throw line. As Omichi Williams comes up with the steal.
And that was on Ugba, losing control of the basketball behind his back. Going to be an inbound here for B.E.A.S.T Prep. And on the inbound is Haiga.
It's going to be bonus time already. We're only about 4 minutes into the third quarter here, 6:20 left. And B.E.A.S.T Prep is going to be in the bonus for the rest of the quarter.
Here's Omichi Williams. No good on the first free throw. As we were saying before, Williams, class of 2020, 6'4", 200 pounds, out of Hamilton, Ontario. Makes good on the second one. And now with the ball is Nadars McKay, gets it over to Alexander. Gets it over to Cochran. Cochran puts the ball on the floor. Nadars McKay open for the 3, a little bit strong. Off a Northstar leg, and it's going to be B.E.A.S.T Prep ball again. Williams on the inbound. There's going to be a substitution in for the game for B.E.A.S.T Prep is number 9, Quavon McFarland, and number 22, Ket Simon. Simon, 6'7" forward out of Hamilton. He's already got a few blocks to his name in this one. And it's going to be an interesting matchup, as onto the floor for Northstar is going to be Sagan Akinbalomo. And here comes B.E.A.S.T Prep. Fast break, up and in, and can't finish the alley-oop. And here's Cochran on the fast break. Trying to find an open man, gets it to McKay. McKay thinks about it, Cochran for 3. Knocks it down, and you gotta like that if you're Quentin Cochran, after missing most of his 3s in this game, gets one on the board.
Quentin Cochran, very streaky shooter, but when he's hot, he's hot.
Just thinks about it. Nadars McKay brings it back. Cochran lets it fly, just rims out. You can see he hesitated a little bit there, and that's why he was off a little bit. Fast break on the other end, no good. Cochran coming down with it, though. Cochran's got a few stats added to his name these last couple of possessions. Alexander now bringing it up. He's going to go over top of the defenders, but can't finish. Williams comes down with it, and he's going to start off and running for B.E.A.S.T Prep. He's guarded by Alexander now. Gets it off into the corner. Shot goes up. Haiga can't come down with it, though. Nice rebound. Up and in, but he's going to get called with the travel. Easy call for the referee. 2 steps from Simon without a dribble equals a travel.
Too many steps.
Yep.
On the other side, Quentin Cochran has had a game where he's hit 8 3-pointers. So expect him to heat up as this game continues to go on.
And it's interesting when you see a shooter like him with that kind of reputation. He has passed up a few open ones when he's had the chance, and Balumo tries to go in, and he's going to get called with the travel as he dribbled, stuttered his steps a little bit as he tried to go up. And that's the importance, though. Great effort, great effort by Simon to keep Balumo off balance as he was going up, which resulted in the travel.
We've seen it both ends now, right? Back-to-back turnovers where there's been a shuffle of feet. That's why footwork is so important, making sure that you know your drop steps, making sure that when you do pump and the contact is coming, that you're not taking baby steps, you're taking that contact right on the numbers.
For sure. And now the inbound. Beast Prep with the ball is Batterdine, who's back into this game. Williams, nice cut by there. He's living and dying by that sideline. Gets it back out to McFarland. McFarland denies the press, and there's going to be over and back on McFarland, denying the screen. And as a result, Alexander all over him, and easy turnover for Northstar.
Alexander still bringing in a lot of pressure, even though he's got the 3 fouls. He's got to be careful with that, but he definitely baited the Beast player into turning that ball over.
Here's
Wavon
Alexander.
McFarland.
Yep. Alexander, double kind of on him, but now it sags off a little bit. McFarland still was on him. Nice steal there by Williams. Gets on the floor, finds the open man, and here's the transition. On the fast break is Beast Prep, but just a bad pass to Simon results in a turnover.
Referees came together. They said it was tipped, so it will stay Beast ball.
Now on the inbound. Getting a second opportunity now is McFarland. McFarland crossover, tries to kick it out. Easy steal by Alexander. And Alexander on the fast break, one man to beat, up and in. He's no call on the foul. And Belumo goes up, and he's able to make good and finish.
Good play there from Belumo, as you
you
never assume that your teammate's going to make a shot. Always got to come in, clean up the boards.
Williams gets it out. Shot, no good. The miss by Batterdine. Here's Alexander. Alexander, floater, knocks it down.
Nice touch.
Shot there, yes, for sure.
2 feet in the paint, good elevation, nice high, soft release.
Here's Williams bringing it up. Williams, nice spin move there, tries to find the open man. Shot goes up. No good, rims out. Cochran with the rebound, gets it up to Alexander. Alexander, nice finish there as well. Defender right behind him. He could hear the footsteps, did not matter. And now bringing it back up is McFarland. He's going to get called with the foul on number 4, Julian Woodstock.
Interesting to see there as Malachi Alexander was going to the rim. Looked like the ref was going to give him an and one, and then just pulled off at the last second. Might have been a little bit of a push, but on the other end, I think with Quinton Cochran, you got to headman that ball a lot quicker. I mean, 2 dribbles in your backcourt, that should be a straightaway headman, maybe a bounce pass if you got to get it there fast. But 2 dribbles slowed down the pace there.
Yeah, for sure. It just seems like through about almost 3/4 of play here, it seems like both teams are really still just trying to get their feet under them today. And we're going to have some substitutions onto the floor for Beast Prep, number 6, Tim Cabre. And on the inbound is going to be McKay for Northstar. And Alexander now met by Williams. That's been the big key matchup of the day so far. Williams now surrounded by a bunch of dark blue shirts. Going to be called a foul on Williams. And foul is, I believe it's going to be on the sideline, unless we're in the bonus with them. Another substitution in for Beast Prep number 2, Lodi Kenyi. 2020 guard, 6'3", out of Calgary. Here's Cochran, slips. Gets it back out to Alexander. Alexander works off the screen from Belumo. Goes up and in. Nice finish there by Alexander. Takes it himself to the basket.
Alexander's shown a lot, especially in the paint. He's not much of a shooter, but inside, he's a load to handle with his strength.
And Belumo doing just enough to knock the ball handler off balance there as Alexander coming back up with it with Northstar. Decides to take the shot himself. Rims out, no good. Williams comes down with it. Kicks it over. Oh, nice hesitation move there. Up and in. You can count it. Number 2, Lodi Kenyi. Nice impact coming off the bench.
Lodi's done some good things all throughout the weekend. nice shooter as well. Sniper.
A nice up and in, no good. Williams comes down with it.
Good three-point attempt there.
Yeah, that's what that was. Batterdine. Over to Kenyi. Gets it over to Williams. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Tries to work it inside. Nice spreading the love. And a great team effort there with 1:28 to go here in the third quarter.
Mayan played really well there in the high post.
Alexander kicks it out to McKay. McKay for three. Just rims out, but coming down with it is, that was Woodstock, but loses it. Here's Williams on the fast break. One more time. Back over to Williams. Up and in. Nope. And there's going to be a foul on Cochran.
No.
And we're just having a quick conversation here in front of us. That is the B.E.A.S.T prep coaching staff and their players on the floor. At the line is Omichi Williams, and he's had an impressive game so far here for B.E.A.S.T prep. Wouldn't you say, Nick?
I like his game. He's had some good open court moments along with tough finishes. He's gone to, I think his patented move so far in this game has been the spin. He's gotten to where he wanted to with that, and he likes to share the ball. Hard-nosed defender. Really like what he brings to the table.
And Williams makes good on the second free throw. Ups the lead back up to 5. Here's Alexander. Fast break. Goes high off the glass with the finish over Mayan for the 2.
Malachi Alexander continues to finish inside at a good rate.
Here's Williams. Finds open man. A big throw down off the alley-oop. Give that one to number 5. Mayan assist to Omichi Williams. Now here's Cochran on the fast and knocked away by Mayan, getting it done on both ends of the floor, Nick.
They got the alley-oop play. If you don't succeed, try again.
Try some more. Try about 5 more times. As Alexander now with 33 seconds to go to McKay. McKay's just automatic at this point. He wants to get those shots. He knows what he's good at. And I like that, though. Have a plan when you get the ball. As Mayan, nice find inside. And B.E.A.S.T prep is going to get another easy 2 here to extend the lead going into the final quarter. We'll see if there's a response from Northstar. Big foul there on Batterdine. Not the kind of foul you would like to see if you're the B.E.A.S.T prep coaching staff.
If you're looking at the foul count here, though, it's 5-2. It's basically been 5-0 the entire quarter for 5 for Northstar, 0 for B.E.A.S.T prep. So they got a couple fouls to give. Right now, it wouldn't be a bad idea for one of their players to not allow a shot attempt and get some fouls on the floor.
And we got another physical contact there. Cochran knocked to the floor.
That's not a foul you want to give, though. You want some time to come off the clock before you give the foul.
And that's the thing, right? You kind of, if you're going to foul, like I try to tell my kids this all the time when I'm coaching is I'm never going to get mad at an aggressive mistake. Although there are certain levels to aggressiveness that at some point you've got to just be like, come on.
See, like right here, you want to give the foul. Yeah. Right here.
3 seconds remaining. As that one's going to be on Kenyi. Played some pretty decent defense there on Alexander. Not really giving him an option,
but now it'll be a lot tougher for you to get a clean look with 3.4. Although McCollum is going to let it launch.
As you said it, it doesn't get much cleaner than that. As Nick Zeffy is saying it, but
what do I know?
You know plenty, man. Don't worry. And with that, we're going to take a quick break here. Going into the fourth quarter, we have B.E.A.S.T prep 55, Northstar 48. This is the NPA Central session here on North Pole Hoops. We'll be right back.
There's one thing I've seen from Kellen Tynes. That guy is not afraid. Very calm under pressure. So good in traffic.
Coast to coast on that one.
Kellen Tynes, basket plus the foul.
Kellen Tynes again on the blow-by.
Ooh, tough take. You know what? I'm done calling them tough takes. I think for Kellen Tynes it's easy. He is making this a regular occurrence.
Pick in the pocket, Tynes.
finishing. Tynes from deep. Tynes, triple. He's on the left side, finishes with his right hand, able to just get enough on it.
Man, Kellen Tynes, the court vision on this kid is on another level.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Tynes again.
Welcome everybody back. NPA Central session. We've got ourselves a game here in the final quarter. Just a 2-possession game, excuse me, maybe 3-possession game between Northstar Prep out of Winnipeg and B.E.A.S.T Prep out of Ontario, as B.E.A.S.T Prep gets the offensive effort off to a unfortunate start, I guess you could call it that. Ryan Greco on the play-by-play, joined by Nick Zeffie here on color. And Nick, I mean, that third quarter, kind of a lot of what we saw in the first half, just up and down. I mean, we saw the offense slow down a little bit. We saw some guys making some very impressive plays at the basket. There's one of those guys that was making those plays was Malachi Alexander. But it really has been mostly a track meet for most of this. Wouldn't you agree?
Definitely. I think Malachi Alexander came right to the party for the third quarter. I also think Omichi Williams played really well in that quarter as well for B.E.A.S.T. Two really stocky guards going at it. They've been physical. They've been competitive. It's been fun to watch.
It has been. As, you know, the athleticism on full display here. Almost a step-back three, rims out, and B.E.A.S.T Prep's going to come down with it. Nice pass there. And this is Simon. And the shot goes up there by Cabre. Cabre just rims out to the right, and coming down with it is Akin Balumo. And you got to imagine that he's got about at least 10 boards now in this game.
Definitely. He's got to look to headman the ball, however.
Alexander.
Tevin was open on the wing.
Yep.
Alexander will go to the free throw line.
And to be honest, you know, for argument's sake, Nick, I mean, both of these teams, before this session, not a lot of opportunities to really play against other competition at this kind of level leading into the Central session. And you can see that, you know, there's still some things that kind of have to get worked out. But as far as the athleticism goes, and as far as the hustle and the energy goes from both of these teams, it really has been impressive to see so far.
Yeah, for sure. And you got to understand that Northstar came in at 5 a.m. this morning. So they've been up, you know, they've been studying, they've been doing their thing. But overall, it's been a long drive, I mean, a long flight for them out of Winnipeg, right?
For sure,
and B.E.A.S.T Prep, they've already had 2 games under their belt. So both teams are giving it their all. And the effort on both sides can't be questioned.
Here's Simon getting a nice find on the inside, but he gives it up. And once again, that off balance, you know, you don't it's not really necessarily that hard to dribble out of that if you see it. It doesn't always have to be a forced up shot, especially if the referees are not calling those fouls.
Like Malachi Alexander's nose for the offensive boards there, as he puts it up, gets 2 points for Northstar. We're now stuck 4 with 8:10 left in this fourth quarter.
55-51. B.E.A.S.T Prep has been holding on to a lead since the first quarter. At the beginning, Northstar looked like they had an opportunity to kind of run away with it as they had an 8-point lead early on. But B.E.A.S.T Prep, to their credit, they battled right back, took the lead, and have held on to the lead ever since. Anytime Northstar seems to be going on a run or knocks down a 3, you can see B.E.A.S.T Prep with that effort as Michi Williams misses his first free throw, and that's kind of been a habit for him in this game where he misses one and makes the next. But B.E.A.S.T Prep, I must say, they've done, and you know, this is a team, as you've said at the beginning of this game, searching for their first win of the year, and you can tell they're playing like it. They're hungry. They're playing physical. They're being pests on defense. They're trying to find the open man. All of these things, as Alexander though doesn't want to give up just yet for Northstar. He's going to go to the line for an and one. But Nick, you can really see that this B.E.A.S.T Prep team has brought the effort, even if the shots haven't been falling.
Definitely, I think that when you look at B.E.A.S.T Prep, they're 0-6, and then you look at Northstar, they're about 0-3. But Northstar has played the same consistent competition out there on the West Coast. So they've seen Edge, they've seen Saskatoon. B.E.A.S.T Prep on the other side, they've seen a plethora of teams. They've seen everyone, mostly everyone in the league at this point, from Ontario, out east as well. So they got a bit more experience, and they really want to win as Tevin McCullen goes inside, finishes with the right hand.
I want to see more of that. The one-hand take to the rim, but Omichi Williams doing a great job on the other end. And Batterdine now, nice find on the inside. The work in the inside out, that's it. You got to get the passes going a little bit quicker to find those. And one more time, it's going to be a turnover. And now Northstar Prep with a three here would first time as we're going to take a timeout within striking distance since the first quarter to tie this game up. And with that, we're going to take a quick break here in the NPA Central session. We have Northstar within striking distance down by 3 to B.E.A.S.T Prep. We'll be right back.
Ain't no more playing around. I ain't playing around no more. 8 seconds. Yes. Arby, come here. Come here. That's you. That's what I mean. Good job. Read it. You have to read it. It's not a play. It's a read.
Just go dribble entry and let's get it into Josh.
Josh, look at me. Get up and dunk it. He cannot handle you. He cannot handle you. Purple. I'm in front of him. He's legit grabbing me, throwing me.
And we're back here in the NPA Central session here in Ottawa, Ontario. We've got Northstar out of Winnipeg within striking distance. One possession of B.E.A.S.T Prep out of Ontario. And the press is back on for B.E.A.S.T Prep, and we'll see if Northstar can beat it. And Omichi Williams, he's going to get called. It's going to be Northstar ball. I don't know. I couldn't see what the call was there.
It was jump ball. So
okay.
the ball will go over to Northstar.
I guess I was looking at the wrong referee. So here on the inbound is McCallum. Tevin McCallum, class of 2019 out of Edmonton. Finds, there's going to be a offensive foul, I believe.
Looked like a side out of bounds, stepped on the sideline. We've seen about 2 of those a game. So I think we're going to see one more before this game, if the law of averages comes through.
There's a spin move up and in. Great defense there, though. Belumo, he's just been such a problem in the paint there defensively. Nice find on the outside and a good pass at the last moment there by Alexander. Give him the assist and the finish to number 2, Tevin McCallum. Here's a nice find. Open court. Thinks about the shot. Pump fake goes up. Oh, nice little finish there. Number 2, Lodi Kenyi. What a finish there, Nick.
Scoop finish. Saw that the players were on his back, so he went the other way as Quinton Cochran is going to go to the line after being fouled.
And there's Cochran. Opts to go up for it himself after beating 2 blue defenders that went right at him. Does get the call. Going to go to the line for 2.
See if he can find a rhythm here at the line. As we mentioned, Quinton, one of the only players in the NPA to hit 8 threes this season. He's got a good-looking stroke. Just about finding a rhythm.
You can say that much about a lot of shooters in this league when they get their open looks, but I feel like the game plan today was more of a run and gun style because he passed up quite a few open looks at one point or another. As here's Williams on the fast break, up and in, tries to go after the big man, but the big man not having it. He's coming up limping a little bit though. As big as Akin Belomo is, I mean, Williams, that's 200 pounds flying at you. And I don't care who you are, that's going to hurt at this age.
It looked like he took a knee, Charlie Horse. Well, it looks like he's shaking it off right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you got a guy his size working in the paint, I mean, it's you've got to be tough because you know they're going to be hitting you constantly to try and stop you from doing what you want to do in the paint. And I feel Nick at this point, you know, for him to take a shot like that, he's just going to shake it off every time.
And not to their discredit, but when you're that size, usually you don't get a lot of fouls from the referees, and usually get a lot of fouls on you, just because of your sheer strength. I mean, you're bullying kids around; they're falling like bowling pins. So Good on him. He stays vertical. And Omichi Williams is called for the foul there.
He's called for the fouls. I mean, and at that point, you want to almost in a way, I mean, Alexander's done exactly what you want him to do every single time. When you've set up defensively, he's dribbled to the corners. And at that point, if he kills his dribble, all you really have to do is stay in front of him. You don't necessarily have to foul him at this point, especially when you have the lead.
Yep, definitely.
You want to stay disciplined. You don't need to give them any extra fouls and get them to the line. As B.E.A.S.T prep now comes down the other way. A nice up and finish, though. And Mayan has really done a great job in this second half of controlling himself under the basket.
Yep, Mayan has been very good as he changes the shot there.
And Balumo comes down with it, but just can't get that touch under the rim. And full credit goes to Omichi Williams and Tim Cabre, who both guys you can imagine are more used to guarding, guards on the perimeter, not a guy of Balumo's size, but they were up to the task that time. Now here's a fine inside. B.E.A.S.T prep, but Balumo comes up with the steal, finds the open man, Alexander. Alexander goes up, and there's going to be the foul, and he just misses. I don't understand why he did that. The foul, the whistle was clearly called, and it was going to go in, and he decided to go up. So now there's going to be 2 shots.
Blunder there by Tevin McCollum. On the other side here, Malachi Alexander is going to have to make 2 free throws. Nice hands there by Balumbo. Malachi Alexander makes the first of 2.
Alexander. Here we go. Leading scorer of this team. Makes good on the second one. Like the form off that one. And it's now 62-60. Here's B.E.A.S.T prep. B.E.A.S.T prep. Nice job getting it over the line. Great ball movement, even after the trap. Here's Williams. Gets it to the corner. Almost gets away with the carry there, loses it. Oh, finds it back out. 3-pointer, air ball, and it's going to be shot clock violation, and it's going to be Northstar with the ball. 62-60, 5 minutes to go in this one.
You got to like the double team there by Tevin McCallum, who just came down. It looked like a travel when he fell, but I guess with FIBA, forward momentum isn't a travel. But Northstar looking to double team everything.
Here's Alexander. He's guarded by Williams. Alexander tries to get by the defender carrying it in, loses it. Bringing it up is Kenyi. Kenyi's going to take it himself. Up and in. No good. Rebound comes down to Mayan. No good. McCallum tries to get rid of it. Gets it over to Cochran. Cochran to Alexander. Alexander up, around. No good. Balumo tries to come down with it, but it's going to be Williams with it. And now bringing it in is Cabre. Cabre gets it in the corner. This is Kenyi now. Cabre guarded by Cochran. Cabre gets it inside. Nice movement around by B.E.A.S.T prep. Tries to go up straight. Mayan gets it one more time to Omichi Williams, and some excellent second effort passing. Extra second effort off of the bucket, and the passing underneath. That was a tongue twister there.
Good offensive rebounding from B.E.A.S.T prep.
And we're going to get ourselves a timeout here for Northstar. We'll be right back with 3:54 to go. It is B.E.A.S.T prep up 64-60 over Northstar here at the NPA Central Session on North Pole Hoops.
We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak. we've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes.
I'd like to welcome everybody back here. NPA Central session in full effect. We have Northstar Prep with 3:54 to go in this game, trying to come back and get a win over B.E.A.S.T Prep. Both teams looking for their first win here in the NPA Central session. And we're going to find out in the next 3 minutes and 50 seconds who's going to bring it home, Nick. And here's Cochran in the corner. Shot goes up. He's going to get fouled, and he's going to go to the line for two.
Nice take there by Cochran. He's going to go over to the free throw line where he's had relative success. Now, if you're Northstar coming off of this free throw make, the question is, do you go to a trap? Do you go to a press? They've kind of stayed away from that so far, so it might be, you know, a good change of tempo to go inside and make sure that you've got that press going so you can maybe turn around and jump all over B.E.A.S.T here.
You got to like it whenever a shooter, a known shooter, recognizing when players are closing out on him as Cochran. No good on the first one. Anytime you can see a shooter put the ball on the floor with some effectiveness and getting results, it's a good day if you're a coaching staff. It means you're kind of showing them what needs to be done, and they're getting it. But as Cochran missing both, Belumo's going to come down with it, and he's going to get fouled.
I really like the way Belumo has played. I think he's been Northstar's best, maybe not their best player, but probably their most important player.
I'm going to say he's been their best player so far because of the amount of times that he's given guys like Malachi Alexander second chance opportunities to score. And without those second chance opportunities, Alexander doesn't have all the points he has in this game. And we're going to get another timeout, and we're going to take another quick timeout here at the NPA Central session. We'll be right back.
Seeing is believing. Create your very own mixtape that showcases your top highlights and skills. And strengthen your recruiting status with a direct video for coaches and scouts. Available at all NPH covered and hosted events nationwide. Email mdotto@northpolehoops.com for any inquiries and special filming requests. Exposure starts here.
Tell me, is it something that I've done again? Say what?
I'd like to welcome everyone back here after a quick timeout. We've got Segun Akinbelumo on the free throw line here. 6'7", 260 out of Winnipeg. No good on the first one, but as we were saying, probably as Nick was, as you were saying, one of the most important players on this roster, and definitely the most important player in this game, getting Northstar the second and third chance opportunities under the paint that they've needed to keep themselves in this game. And now he just sinked the free throw to make it a one-possession game.
He's been changing shots at the rim as well. Good. Yeah. He understands the law of verticality, and he doesn't try to do anything outside of himself. He just sits there, eats space, puts his hands up, and makes sure that it's not going to be an easy bucket.
And there's a roll off the hands of B.E.A.S.T Prep, and now Northstar with 3:20 to go. Can they tie this game up? McKay thinks about it. Gets it over to McCallum. In the corner, Cochran for three for the tie. No good. And the rebound is to Kenny. The fast break. One more time for B.E.A.S.T Prep. Can they convert? No. Cochran gets it back. And we're back on the track meet. Cochran up in, no foul. Keeps it over to McKay. And McKay, I guess he was expecting Cochran to cut back through on the baseline, but nothing was happening as Cochran, a known shooter, going out to what he knows in the corner for the three. And now here comes B.E.A.S.T Prep on the other end, up and in. And there's Belumo one more time with the big block and keeping this game in reach for Northstar. And there's a foul, though. Very next play, excellent second effort by Cabre, comes down with it. Tim Cabre, he's going to go to the line here for two. The 2021 guard, the youngest player on this B.E.A.S.T prep roster out of Hamilton. But him specifically, Tim, he's out of St. John, New Brunswick. Getting some Atlantic Canada love, and man, Nick, the talent that has been coming out of the Atlantic provinces the last 2 years or so.
We just saw Kellen Tynes earlier today. I mean, he was a man on a mission as RNS beat Edge resoundingly. You know, Edge was in the game at some points, but overall, I think, you know, a player like Kellen Tynes was able to control the fate of that game. Definitely Atlantic Canada is on the come up.
Oh, there's McKay with a steal into Cochran and a finish for Northstar Prep. 2-point game here with 2:16 to go. Full court press is still on. Omishi Williams gets it over. Open man in the corner for three. No good. Baluma one more time with the rebound. And will this be the time Northstar ties it up? Alexander up, under, foul, and one. You can count it, Malachi Alexander.
Alexander's been dominant all game long. He's got one of the best hang time games right at the key. Goes up and under there. Hands go down. He goes up and one.
And there he is. In the biggest moments, he's good for the free throw. And we're going to get ourselves another timeout. And with 1:56 to go in this Central Session game, we have Northstar Prep with their first lead since early in the first quarter, 66-65 over B.E.A.S.T Prep. We'll be right back.
Canada Top Flight Academy have went back to back.
It's been such a phenomenal season. The fan base has been tremendous across Canada.
You know, we're telling our guys, listen, man, you got to be ready to play and compete. 'Cause
Ourselves a possible wildly entertaining finish here between Northstar and B.E.A.S.T Prep. 1:48 to go, 66-65. Northstar taking their first lead of the game since the first quarter. And Nick, how exactly have they gotten themselves back to this point?
I got two words, Malachi Alexander. He's been phenomenal, finishing in the paint, and he's also been finishing his free throws at a high clip. Doing it all for the boys out of Winnipeg.
And here's B.E.A.S.T Prep. Can they get the lead back here? Shot goes up. No good. Get the rebound, though. And play keeps going. As Mayan now resets it over to Omishi Williams. 6 seconds on the shot clock, though. See if he knows. He tries to dribble through it, and there's going to be a foul on Cochran. Nope. Yep, it's going to be the foul. Nope, there's going to be the foul. The foul's on Omishi Williams for the charge.
Yeah, Cochran looked like he was there in position. Just took it right on the chest. Omishi Williams completely out of control.
And we're going to have a substitution as a result. Jabril Batterdine is back into this game, and we'll see if he'll be able to maybe get a couple shots off from behind the arc to get the lead. Here's Alexander. And the steal by B.E.A.S.T Prep. Another opportunity. Nice find inside, up and in. What a finish there, though, by Quavon McFarland. Gets himself onto the scoring sheet for the first time in this first quarter.
Delay game warning on the blue team, B.E.A.S.T Prep. Down one, Northstar. But a minute left here in the fourth quarter.
Tevin McCallum bringing it up.
Let's see what Malachi Alexander has in store for us.
And a cross-court pass goes right between the legs of Cochran, and that's a turnover. And back into the game is Williams for Batterdine. Inside. Here's Kenyi. Kenyi thinks about it. Mayan going to the post, loses it. Cochran gets it. Cochran. Oh, nice Euro move there, and the lead goes back to Northstar as they're up 68-67 now. And we're going to have one more timeout from B.E.A.S.T Prep. And here at the Central Session, we'll be right back for the conclusion of this one.
I'm Michaela Roche. I played for 4 years at the University of Minnesota for the Golden Gophers in the Big Ten Conference. I coached for 3 years at Kansas State University with the Wildcats. I just completed playing professionally in Greece, and I am the National Women's Basketball Scout for North Pole Hoops.
Low post right. This is Roche. Quick square around move.
Every day, waking up, I need to find a way to make girls basketball better. And so that's my job, to be able to help you as a player, as a student athlete, as a young woman, and just to be able to really understand the ins and outs of what it takes to be successful both in basketball, but also in life.
Third angle left. Underneath Roche. Quick move to the left. Left hand makes it in for two.
I've lived and I've done a lot of what some of these young girls seek to do, you know, being a coach.
I'd like to welcome everyone back here for a possible conclusion of this NPA Central Session game here on North Pole Hoops. B.E.A.S.T Prep trying to regain the lead that they once had over Northstar here. 36 seconds remaining. We'll see if they do it. Here's the corner, and there's going to be a foul and there's going to be a travel on number 2, Lodi Kenyi. And it's going to be Northstar ball already with a 68-67 lead. Alexander bringing it up. McCallum trying to get over it. And there's going to be a foul on B.E.A.S.T Prep. And because of that, because we are in the bonus, Tevin McCallum's going to go to the line, Nick, for 2.
Good decision there by Tevin as he got it up the court. Foul was given. Almost an 8-second call. He's got to knock these 2 free throws down, make it a 3-point game.
I can imagine there was only about 2 seconds between the possible call of the 8-second violation and the foul. And I mean, with B.E.A.S.T Prep though, in a way, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, because they've had great success on forcing turnovers with that aggressive play. Unfortunately though, this may be a moment where they can't afford to have that, as there's going to be one more timeout from B.E.A.S.T Prep, and with that, we're going to take another timeout as well. We'll be right back.
Lawson, hold on, Cash.
You are watching a star rise right before our eyes in Canada.
A.J. Lawson, another level of speed.
And I said, if A.J. Lawson can carry this team to a national championship, that says a lot about this young man and the direction that his game is headed in.
A.J. Lawson busting ankles behind the back.
Hey. Let's go, bro.
Take notes.
And we're back here, NPA Central Session on North Pole Hoops. Northstar Prep holding on to a 2-point lead over B.E.A.S.T Prep here with 23 seconds to go in this game. Both teams looking for their first win of the session. We'll see who can bring it home. Omishi Williams on the inbound for B.E.A.S.T Prep in the dark blue. Williams gets it back. Almost loses it there. Tries to go up, and there's going to be a foul. Nope, jump ball. Referee calls jump ball. And it's going to remain a B.E.A.S.T Prep ball on the baseline. We got 9 seconds on the shot clock, 16 on the game clock. B.E.A.S.T Prep, you can imagine here. Nope, 6 seconds on the shot clock. You can imagine if they don't get this get something here. This could be the game. Shot goes up. Missed. Mayan up and in, can't rim it in, and one more time, who is it? It is Segun Akinbalumo with the rebound, possibly securing the victory here if he can knock down his free throws for Northstar.
Balumo has been big time on all different spectrums of the radar, doing it on the defensive end, offensive glass. Really like what he's brought to the table.
And you have to admit that, there was just no answer for him in this game. Any chance that he had to disrupt shots, as you were alluding to earlier in the broadcast, and he makes good on that free throw to now make it a 3-point game. He makes this one. It's a 2-possession game with 7 seconds remaining, possibly icing it here for Northstar. And just misses, and a rebound comes down. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, swings it. Omishi for 3, it's tipped and rebound, and Alexander comes down with it, and that is the game. Northstar Prep survives after B.E.A.S.T Prep, for leading most of this game, comes away shorthanded yet again. A heartbreaking loss for this team out of Hamilton, Nick.
Yeah, they fought hard, long, but Northstar eventually get the W.
And that's going to do it for this specific broadcast. We're going to be back in just a few minutes as the central session continues here in MPA. And we will be back in a little bit. And thank you for joining us here on this broadcast.